Good morning and happy Veterans Day. It's November 11th, 2021, and it's 8:20 a.m. The story I'll tell real quick is when I was 240 pounds and I did the WeightAWeek Game at the Social Security warehouse in Woodlawn. So I got the job through a friend of me. Hey, Darlene, thank you. And Janelle. I got that job through them in 2000. And the towers fell in 2001. I was in my early 30s and I weighed 240 pounds. The last time I stepped on the scale, I saw 232 and I couldn't do anything to help myself. And I thought it was over until the towers fell. When the towers fell and they told us to go home early from the warehouse, I went and picked up my children at the high school and we went home, but we didn't have any lights on that week because it was either school closed or light bill that week. So I didn't have any electricity. So that Friday, I sat in the car because that's where I was getting all my news, either at my aunt's house or in my car. And I was in the car and I was looking for the news. And, I'm telling the 9/11 story. Well, anyway, it shows how my weight loss came to be. I'm looking for news, and the next thing I hear is a whole party going on. I hear a party going on the radio, and the DJ, at first I'm mad, and I'm looking around for news. But the music, the party kind of drew me, like how can they be dancing? Everybody died. And then the DJ said, if you are living and breathing, get on the floor. If you still got breath in your body today, get on the floor. And when he said that, I'm telling the truth. I felt myself being 240 pounds, having the nerve to say to this radio person, how dare you party? How dare I not? Well, so from there, I kind of took it and was like, I'm not giving up on my weight. I'm going to keep trying. And I did. And I had the most successful diet anyone ever at 240. Right after the towers fell, I started losing 1.8 pounds per month. So when 2003 came, that's when the mean girls, because they had gotten pregnant and fat, they wanted to now figure out how to lose weight. So they came up with this game. Except one of them wasn't mean. Twana was not mean. Twana was 4'8". She had 3 children, and she couldn't have weighed more than 90 pounds, she was a splitting image of my auntie that I was living with. And my auntie is still alive. My auntie is 104 years old. She's 4'9", and she weighs 82 pounds. She never goes over 83, unless she's pregnant or calling herself fat. So Twana was the nice girl, and Twana was the one keeping the numbers. And so, at the time, the warehouse workers were majority Hispanic, I would say, because I worked for Reyes. And then the next biggest group, was African Americans. And a little bit of Jamaican, very few. And then we had a few people in the warehouse that were, this beautiful one woman was from Russia. She was gorgeous, inside and out. And a few people from Indonesia or wherever they were from, because there's this one lady, every time I would see her, I would say, don't tell me your name. Let me pronounce it. And her name was spelled something insane like PBJHA. And I would call her Pajama Jam. And she would just go, no. And every day I would come and try to play with her name. That was fun. Well, anyway, so when the Mean Girls started the WeightAWeek game, that's when the atmosphere that was already sticky and clicky, now it turned insane because all the women, including myself, was having a huge problem getting on the scale on Monday morning. And to make this story, just to cut this story out, because a lot went through here, Twana became the target because Alex and Kim, they were mean girls, but at the same time they were struggling with their weight. Well, Alex was, and Kim, because Kim wasn't struggling. Kim was just a beautiful, gorgeous, dark-skinned woman. Kim Thornton. Oh my God, don't get me started on her. Back to Twana, because now the meanest that I ever got was Twana would come and find me on a Monday that I'm not going to make it on that scale. And I would say to Twana, I love you, but you better get the hell away from me. Here's your $2. Here's your $3. I'll even pay you $4, but I will not get on the scale. I'm not getting on the scale, Twana. Leave me alone. I would say that on Mondays. I didn't realize how crazy that sounded until I saw other people who were ready to fight her, just going to a whole new level of crazy. Because what I did and said was crazy. It got to the point where Twana's husband had to come up to the job and get everybody straight about the game. So I figure, we all signed contracts. We losing our money. And I was cool with that. I'm not about to show a 12-pound game and deal with it and go to work. That's too much. So what happened? What had happened was the game was supposed to end like June the 30th, but it had gotten so heated that no one spoke of the game. And then like one Thursday, I think it was a Thursday, it was something like a holiday weekend, something insane. We were about to get off for a 3-day, maybe. So while we were in line, praise God, at the time clock, praise God, who remembers the time clock line? So while we were in line at the time clock, Twana, Kim, and Alex went down the line with everybody that was in the game, the WeightAWeek game, the no refunds game. Everybody got $27. Everybody, right down the line. And when I got my money, I said, what's this? So we all went home on our 3-day. When we came back that next Monday or whenever we came back, Twana, Kim, and Alex announced the game is over because they couldn't take the spirits that was in this game and they didn't want it. And they just took the split pie, he's poor women, and just gave everybody their money back. Everything in me said that they was going to keep the money, be the mean girls that they are, and that was going to be the end of it. I kid you not. For the rest of my days from 2003 till the day that I left to do my handles job full time with the overtime as a research interviewer for the handles, my days at that warehouse were glorious and love-filled. Everybody just, how we didn't catch COVID, all we did was hug each other all day long. It went from just passing each other by to hugging each other good morning. Not even good morning. Hugging each other. We had to get each other off each other. I got the gout today, okay, I love you too, go on girl, I got not to mess with Esma Reed's production, because I produce, and when awards time comes, and now I'm going to end this story, because I think I ended somewhere, probably landing around that 170, but my goal is the 150 mark, but since this number 8 is acting up, my new goal is 148. And that's another thing. This is the first time in 30 years that I'm losing weight and getting myself together. And my muse, my baby daddy, my ex-husband, he's gone. So when I got fat this time, I said, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm Super Bowl years old and I got no real motivation. And kind of turns out I do. And I'm not proud and happy about my business complaint, but I am going to have to stand on it as a praying grandma. So I hope I didn't flip subjects too fast, too hard. It all comes to the part having good mental health, being able to stand up for yourself, and being able to give people the chance to turn and do right. So we did get refunds, and the spirits changed, and it was just the greatest place to work. And I only left because I had a greater offer and because Rejas got sold out and was bought by an Eskimo tribe called Atna, and then they started some new mess. They said I couldn't listen to my Howard Stern at the radio at the warehouse while I was working. I know they in line. I do what I want. Y'all have a great day. I love you all. Again, I'm sorry for the darkness, but it gets that way sometime, and I promise not in high praise. Stay blessed. Bye.